Welcome to Cardano Over Coffee. Please remember to join us live on Twitter Spaces Monday through Friday at 2:30 p.m. UTC, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. TAMACAT joins us today to talk about an upcoming drop of the Art Collective and how it's bringing artists together on the Cardano blockchain. Don't forget, we'll be in Denver, Colorado, August 24th through the 26th at Rare Evo. Get your tickets now at rareevo.io. Yes, you can use crypto. Use discount code COC10 for 10% off the already discounted prices. Grab your coffee. Let's get to it.
Don't we have a guest? Don't we have a guest?
Yes, we have a
but a
guest.
circle.
No, it's
Thank you,
TAMACAT
Doc, I appreciate
time.
it.
TAMACAT.
TAMACAT, kiki.
Hey.
I can't do the
Wait a
I
minute.
love
I was
this.
waiting for the pirate to say hi. I see on your profile, it clearly states pirate.
Yes, I am the wearer of many hats. I have all the hats. Too many hats. My shoulders are not being able to carry them anymore. Yeah, no, I have been a mod in the Order of the Kraken, which sounds terrible to say like that because I've been so caught up in the collective and the drop that I've kind of neglected my duties over there. But thankfully, they have taken on many more mods, so I think they're doing okay. The boat is still floating.
Excellent. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about who you are.
Okay, so my name is Tammy or TAMACAT, and I've been in the crypto space since about March 2021. I originally kind of came in with the old grandpa's pinups, but even before then, I was doing some work minting and selling on Tezos to start. But I was kind of originally in the Cardano community, just not like I was just still getting to know everything. But my original like start was in Tezos, and then because I was involved with the old grandpa's pinups, that's my partner. He's old grandpa. um, so as I was involved in helping him get that project together, I was starting to get to know the Cardano community so much more that I kind of moved over from the Tezos to here, and yeah, planted my roots here, and I love Cardano. So yeah, and I started up I do have my own collections and stuff, but I started up the Cardano Art Collective in the meantime because I found that there was a need for support to many artists in one place, like a community space. So I'm really bad at this, so I'm really sorry. If you have any other like
No,
specific questions,
you're
just go ahead.
you're fine. You're fine. I'll feed off of what you say. So you ramble as much as you need to, and I'll just go from there. It'll be fine.
You're doing awesome,
Yeah,
Tammy.
you're doing great. So tell me, what is the Cardano Art Collective?
Well, the Cardano Art Collective it's become this just kind of like organically grown community space for the artists. And it also has become a place for collectors and community builders, people that are just, like running projects and this and that aren't necessarily creating the art, but they have a place there too. It all kind of started because I like to narrow it right down to the beginning whenever I won a piece from the hardest artist off of the Artano auction. And I won it and I was like, no way, I'm going to win this. And then I was like, boom, I got it for like really cheap. And I went to him, I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't know how I just won this at this price. And I found out he wasn't promoting his work, but he was out there promoting everybody else's. And I found this to be a very common theme amongst the artists. And when I dug a little bit deeper, I found that they all had this similar thing, which I know we're all talking about more and hearing more about this, that the artists are hesitant to promote their own work. Marketing and sharing their own stuff has become a more spoken out thing. So I found this was such a common thing. I was like, man, we need to like have a community space where we can all kind of come together and help each other with that. And when you start helping each other, you also start to learn and build yourself up to where you start promoting your own work as well. So yeah, it all kind of stemmed off of that moment, but I ended up one day opening up the doors to this collective and just like herding all these people in because like I've been talking and connecting with so many artists for like over a year. And just people from I was like trying to touch every corner of Cardano. I mean, I was even in the governance side of it for a little while. I was like trying to like get to know all of the different corners of Cardano. So I have people from all over that I connected with, and I just invited everybody into the Discord, and then boom, it was just like there. It had opened, and yeah, so that's what the collective is.
Tell me about some of the things you guys have done to help each other.
One thing that I wanted to do with this space in the Discord was to give each artist their own channel. I like the idea of everybody kind of having, like, there's a lot of people that don't like Discord, that don't know much about it and need to learn. There's people that don't need a whole Discord to themselves because they're, they're an independent artist, they're one-on-one artists, they don't need to run a whole Discord. So giving them their own space, they kind of like were able to kind of set up their channel and they can share in there. And then they all started to like help each other. They came in and like, they see this person is new to Cardano and they need some help. They help give them information to get them started. People that are just kind of wandering out at sea, we bring them in and like get them going and get them on track, stuff like that. So it became like just like a complete, like even now with this drop, I've been, I'm the only one that's been doing the drop. I mean, pretty much like just getting the whole thing like set up. So doing that, we do get lost in time and we don't have time to market. But every artist, because there are 74 artists on there, every artist has been like contributing to the promotional side of it. So like I haven't had to do any promoting really for it. And it's just like, it's widely spread information now. It's like because everybody's come together and done it, helped promote the word of it.
That's awesome. Tell me a little bit about the drop that's coming up.
Well, the drop is 74 artists. I am also in the drop. I wasn't going to because I didn't know how that would be, but after a few people, I come in and said, hey, you got to be in there, so I'm in there as well. There's 74 artists and they vary from physical paintings like Genesis Arc is in there with his abstract paintings. We have people like the hardest artist that has his digital handmade drawings in there. We have photographers like Pico, Deborah Berry. We have AI, we have 3D sculptors, just everybody, like all different types from the collective. And basically it's going to be a random mint. We're using NMaker. They've been amazing, by the way. Like at one point I was like a little like dumbfounded, like I don't know where to start. I've never done this type of thing before. And they like held my hand along the way. I was like, thank you. So they've been amazing. Yeah, so it's going to be a random mint. It's going to be 50 ADA a piece. It starts today at 4 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, you put your 50 ADA in and you get a random mint. And it could be from any artist. And I'm going to set up a trade channel in the Discord. So if people want to trade, each artist has 5 pieces. It could be a complete one-of-one. It could be a variation of one piece, which means like, backgrounds or something could be changed. And or I gave artists that do spend a lot of time on one piece the option to submit one piece and we can set it as additions. Yeah, so that's going to be 5 pieces from each artist. So there's 370 pieces in the total supply. I think that's it. I think there was something else I was going to say, but it's lost, but I'll come back to it, I'm sure.
How much supply? 300 and some? I missed that. I'm sorry, girl.
The supply is 370 pieces because there's 74 artists, 5 pieces each. So there's 370 pieces altogether. And they're going to mint at 50 ADA a piece.
Interesting, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of artists involved there. And where can people go? They want to find out more about all the artists involved, because I'm an art collector also. I have a lot of one-on-one pieces, things that I'll never sell. A lot of people don't even know that I own. I just buy them, stuff them in a wallet, put them on my wall, because I have a digital frame on my wall. So that's where a lot of my one-on-one artwork goes. But where can I find out about all the artists, all 74 of them?
I have made up a mint page. Also, it's like a website, but it's going to be mostly used today for the mint page, which I am going to expand on that because I am new to building websites. It's been quite an experience learning a lot of new things that I have never done before through this whole process. So on that mint page website that I have, it should be on that, the thing I pinned to the top in there, you should see the link. And yeah, it has all of the artist names. They each have their own like little image there with their name on it. If you click on their image, it will take you to open up a new tab to like their website or their Twitter page, whatever. I try to use websites so people can just go to get to know them from there, or a link tree. So yeah, you can see all
link trees are my favorite. That makes life so much simpler when you're linking stuff for people.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
The page is great. I love how you can go through each one of the artists. It's just so well put together. I really like it. It's so clean and nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm kind of.
I like the page. Did a good job. I think a lot of people like underestimate the power of having a good page for the drop. This is really good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, like I'm kind of old school a bit. You know, like I was saying, I'm learning a lot of new stuff, like how to build a website and how to do a drop like this. So everything I'm doing is pretty basically done, even down to the Discord. It's like I don't have bots in there. People have told me, hey, you know, put a bot in and they can like automatically assign artist roles and this and that. And I'm just like, no, like I want to get to know everybody that comes into my Discord. It's not my Discord, it's but you know, into that space. I mean, I opened it, but I want to like I don't want somebody to just come in and be like this awesome artist rolls in and then they just boom they like bypass me. Like no, I want to get to know everybody. So I'm not a bot person or fancy, not tech savvy.
Well, I don't know. You're doing a whole mint. You created a website. I don't think you can say you're not tech savvy anymore. I think you can do away with being able to say that.
It could be good. It could be a good look at.
I mean, it has the information. It's clean. It's artsy. I love it. I think it's just you did a good job.
So,
Oh, thank you.
a little bit more about the funding that's going to be raised from that. How are the artists going to benefit from that?
Well, of course, with 5 pieces each at 50 ADA a piece, each artist is going to get 250 ADA, and it all is just being completely split up and going straight back to the artist.
So it's going to
So
the
it's
artist.
simple.
Okay, that's
Yep,
fine.
100%.
If I'm
They all have different royalties or the same royalty? I'm sorry for jumping there.
Yeah, no, I was really unsure about what to do with the royalties because I'm not trying to make any money off of this. So like, I was thinking not to set any royalties, but so many came and said, no, you really should do the royalties. It's, you know, they list off the different reasons that it could be good for like the collective, like down the line, we might be able to use some of that royalty to fund like the next project for something. So I was like, okay, you know, I've got the wallet set up and it's very like obviously transparent and visible to everybody. So like, I mean, I'm not doing anything funky with that. So they said to do the 10% of the royalties to go to that wallet. I'm like, okay, if you guys say so. It's very community driven. Like everybody's coming together. Like I do polls and ask people like what they think. Even from the start of this idea, it was just like getting their input, what they want to do with it.
Yeah, I think it's like you're going to need, if you're going to continue to grow this collective, right, and you're going to need some type of funding for that. Let's be honest, your time is worth something. And I'm sure that you've taken a lot of time to do this, right? Now, you may not pay yourself, but instead of paying all these mint costs or whatever the case may be, right?
You know, thankfully, as far as I can tell with NMaker, with the NMaker Pay, I can't remember the name of it right now, but there's
They
no
take it
upfront
as it,
cost or
yeah,
anything.
they take it as it comes in. I understand that, but still, I mean, there's still other costs, right? Like, let's be honest, you're not hosting that site for free.
Yes, you are right about that. That's true.
So don't feel bad about, you know, especially if everybody agreed with it, and I think it's a great idea. So that way you can continue to grow what you're trying to build. Speaking of growing, if I was an artist and I wanted to join the collective, what would I do?
Well, my DMs are always open. So I've had people come to me directly, or I've had people say, hey, this artist is amazing, or whatever. I connected with them, check them out. So there's always through just like any kind of direct messaging, whether it's Twitter or Discord. I mean, even Instagram, I've been connecting with people over there too. I'm not on there as much because I'm only one person with these 2 hands. So other than that, like if people want to just click on the link to hop over into the Discord, yeah, you just go in there and go into the chat. It's a very like open, easy, safe space community. People just hop in all the time and just, you know, hey, you know, I'm new here, and then we get them all set up. There's channels for almost anything. We've, you know, as we were growing this server, people would say like, we need a channel for this or that. So like, I have a channel for requesting a role or requesting a channel, stuff like that. Everything down to like the Twitter raid channels and stuff like that. So that's what I think that's the best way. Just contact me directly or go into the Discord.
Start by following her.
Yes, that's a good one. I'll remember that for the next time I get asked that.
Don't worry, I got you, girl. I got you.
You're managing both pages, like your page and the collective page. Is that you too?
The collective. Am I in here?
Like the Twitter hand, like everything. So it's just you right now?
Oh, wait,
Just you?
that's all me. And I've been in, like, forget IRL. I mean, my life is a hot mess. I've got a 2-year-old with me all the time, and I'm starting a new job this week. And I had a job before, but I just did a move. So yeah, it's been crazy.
Since you're gonna need help, girl, you should like think about like maybe starting your own little, I don't know, your little team. You've been around enough to probably know who you can work with, can help you take this in a sustainable way, and then have that, you can use tools like Roundtable or things like that, or have multi-signatures to handle the wallet, and then have different people doing different things. Because honestly, I think this is how we're gonna get the art movement going, by people like you. I mean, we put all this, like, we had this idea that Artana was gonna do this, but in reality it was just more business than what you're doing. This is what we need. I don't know how to explain it. This is exactly what we need. So it needs to grow from here out. So now this has been great that you've been carrying this on your own. And it has to do a lot with your reputation, right? People love you, people know you, respect you. So, and you carry this. You rise to the occasion and you put this together, and it's amazing. And I think you should keep it going, but it's too much for you to handle on your own. So I'd love to see you grow this into something that you can see for the years to come.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I think I feel like that's my next step, my next phase. One thing I've been really bad about, aside from not always being that tech savvy, which I guess I am now, is business savvy. Like, I don't know how to start a business, or I've never learned, I should say. I've got an accounting degree, but like I never used it. That was back in, I'm 38 now, so I'm like, that was back in my 20s. So I have very like basic knowledge on the things. So I would love to like learn and sharpen up on those things so I can get to know what it is to start a business, because I have the fear of like starting something and not knowing how to follow through with it and like getting myself into some financial issues. That's one reason why I never wanted to get the collective too much into the financial side of it. But yeah, no, I do think that is part of my next step and phase in this whole adventure that we're on with the collective. I think that would be really great to grow it. And I do have people that would love to be on the team. I actually do have some team people in the Discord. Like, I have Platonic and Hardest Artist, and Ali has jumped in there to help me out. Ali Illustrated. Yeah, it's been really cool for that. But I know that they are
The
also,
hardest, that is another person that's really dedicated soul to highlighting other artists, right? And
yeah,
you sounds like you were also inspired by that too, by getting a piece so cheap, and you're like, what is going on?
yeah.
It's an amazing artist that also puts everybody, out there. Like, absolutely, this is where the art movement's gonna. Watch it, guys. You see it here first, Cardano over coffee.
Yeah, he's been a great
I'm
friend to
telling you,
me.
Tommy.
I hope so.
If you're patient and you put your heart, I'm telling you, you're gonna see great things, because we have a lot of talent, and there's a lot of knowledge, and there's a lot of love, and something very special about Cardano with helping one another. It's just, I think we forget, right? Like, we can reach out. We're all reachable. We're all at arm's reach and able to point to the right direction. And if you're already doing the hard part,
Yeah, I've taken this past year and a half to get to know people so much, and Hardest has become one of my, probably my best friend in this space, where we can just like, anytime we're having a hard time in life, we can reach out to each other. I like connected with him. I don't remember when exactly, but like, he was on Ethereum at the time, and I found him just browsing Instagram, which is something I always love doing. It's just browsing artists and finding and sharing them. So I did that. Like, as soon as I found him, I was like, wow, his work is amazing. And I started sharing his work. And then from there, he got involved in Cardano and all of that. It was like, we became really good friends since then. So, yeah, no, I do have a little base that I guess what I'm trying to say is he did have the art of Cardano, which he still has, had that going for a long time, and also real life and having to create his artwork and everything like that. It slowed down some parts of that for him, because we're only one person and we can only handle so much of something that once I started kind of taking this side of it, and then he was able to continue doing what he was doing, I started to feel that team that was naturally building, like Poetonic and all that. Like we were just kind of all already just organically becoming this team together. So like the reason why this mega drop has happened is because of Poetonic. It was all his idea.
Oh, I love Poetonic. I wish I had a piece.
Oh, I'll get you one. I'm sure that will not be a problem. Yeah,
Ooh, I love you for that.
I can
I really
I
do.
can work it. I can work that for you. We'll talk. But yeah, he's the reason we were having this little chat in Discord, and he's like, we should do a collective drop, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like taking notes, and as soon as people are saying like we should do this, it's like, okay, I'm on it. I'll make it move forward, you know.
The coolest things that happen are the ones that happen organically, and it's not something that you're purposely trying to put together. But when the group galvanizes and you realize this is a good thing for all the right reasons, it's just so much better. So it kind of sounds to me like almost like a community co-op for art, and I absolutely love it. We have that all the time in San Diego, Carlsbad. There's a few other places where they have art co-ops that get together and do their, annual or monthly or bi-monthly, whatever the case may be. And all the artists come out and show all the stuff they've been working on. And it's so freaking awesome.
Yeah, I love that. It feels like a little gallery or something that's going on, like, festival people that all coming together, here in the NFT space. I'm really excited about it.
Ken, did you have a question, sir?
That's another amazing artist right here. What's up, Ken?
Hey, no, I absolutely do. I just want to step up and vouch for TAMACAT. I have been in the collective and around that space, and just to be able to herd that group of cats together, watching everybody interact and doing what they're doing. Tam, I would strongly suggest that you add a tip jar somewhere, somehow, for the effort that you put in. You're allowed to receive gifts, and you can let that sit there. If you receive gifts, I'm assuming you're in the States, you're allowed to receive gifts without asking for anything, and that's not financial or tax advice, but definitely look at that verbiage, throw a tip jar for generosities and gratuities, and allow people to say, hey, it just landed there. Thank you for what you're doing. I would absolutely be one of the people contributing to a tip jar to you, without a doubt. I thought you were at least taking some of the mega drop today to pay for certain things. So we'll hook you up for sure, because you're doing some amazing things. And I'm sitting here looking through my OG pinups right now. I did not know you were a part of that, and those are in my forever wall.
Those OG pinups, I got like 30 of them. I'm not even gonna lie. I love them too. I've never sold an OG pinup, I don't think.
We still need beefcakes. You know that.
Oh, that made me laugh the other day when you brought that up. I was like a couple weeks ago, but I was like, oh my God, I totally forgot about that. We have an ADA handle and everything for that. We were totally going to do it. I'm actually spending time back down here in the South Florida, so I could get maybe OG to do some more. He's thought about doing something. But yeah, we love him. There's been a little confusion about like my part in it, because I was on the administrative side of helping him with that project. He did all of the art for those pinups. I did create my own TAMACAT pinups, where on my own abstract paintings, where I always like to try to say this the right way. I removed their clothing and I put them in my paintings, so they were like wearing my paintings. So I had like a separate collection than him. But yeah, his OG pinups, and the garage pinups was a great collection. I was very proud to be a part of that.
Wolves, you had your hand up first and then you put it down. So I don't know if you had a question.
Oh yeah. I like punched the mute button and the hand went down afterwards. Yeah, I just wanted to say I'm like hugely impressed that you're doing this all off your own steam while juggling like 2 kids and everything. So I think just from a sustainability perspective, because people like what you're doing, I agree with caricatures, like get that tip jar up so that we can support in some way, because obviously life happens and life's busy, and we want to make sure that this doesn't stop, but at the same time respect the way that you're running it and stuff, because I gotta say that's a lot. Trying to learn a whole bunch of new tech, trying to manage things, trying to be in the Discord, trying to find the artists, trying to promote things, it adds up, and it takes a lot of time, and trying to make sure that that's balanced with like good, healthy life, and still hoping to get something out of it. I think it would be good if we could support.
And you know what? We can talk about. I was looking at the funding categories for the next Catalyst round, and there's one particular allocation for growing and tying up the NFT space in Cardano, and I think it would be perfect. Like that program it's perfect for that. So we should probably talk about helping you get a proposal together, girl. One that passes.
I am surely interested. A little nervous.
I'm not an expert, but I'm definitely like, I mean, we have a lot of people here, so a lot of people that know. I did one. I've only done one, but I know for a fact that looking at what you're doing, the need for it in the space, and the category being there, that you have a 100% like chance of getting something done here that's sustainable. That, like I said, it represents more like what everybody wanted Artano to be originally, which is like this collective, right, of like ambassadors and just really moving the movement. And you know, it's always been an issue with other chains like Teslas. You mentioned Teslas, they give money to like people that are driving the movement easily. And in Cardano, we have to kind of work to get that funding. And it hasn't happened. So we depend on people trying to do private businesses. And if they don't run it right, then the artists don't move forward. So it really has to come from the artist itself. And I think that being in the bear market now and everybody kind of looking next to you and be like, you're here, and we really get to connect and work together. This is the time for you to get that movement started.
Yeah, before we go to the other hands, I was just gonna say with the Artano stuff, I'm actually still on the Artano Council. I'm not sure if I'm what they're doing anymore, but I found with my experience with everything before and during with Artano, you have to, with what I've been doing, you have to have a genuine passion for this. It can't be money driven. And that's why I don't make anything, because I do genuinely enjoy what I do here in this space. And I love all of the artists and I love being an artist here. So it's somebody, I think, to actually get something like this really moving, you do have to have somebody that's not in it for the money. So I just wanted to say that I agree. But to the hands now.
Jarhead, and we got like 3 minutes. But I'm sure Ken's fine with going a little later and running a little later. So, but Jarhead, go ahead. And by the way, I'm glad you
Tim,
changed
I
your
wanted
name
to
back.
say, well, I mean, it was inevitable, and I didn't really change it. It just transferred over to another Andrew, so he's not around right now. But I think that's what's going to happen. It's going to rotate between the Andrews. But anyways, Tama, I wanted to say that the business side of thing, not too difficult. So don't be scared to kind of venture forward into, new territory. The principles are really easy to learn, and if you ever need any help, there's plenty of people in the community I think would give you advice if you had questions, including myself. And also, the best leaders that I've ever known, they didn't seek to be a leader. They just organically built a team around them, and I think that's kind of cool. They find themselves in a leadership position, and because they didn't seek it, they're not power hungry or anything like that. And they have the best of intentions for the people in their team. So, kudos to you for for getting this together and everybody kind of coming together and helping out, because I really, really want to see art move forward in Cardano. It's important to me.
Oh, thank you so much. That actually gave me chills because I'm like, yeah, I never thought of myself as a leader, but it did just sort of started happening, you know. Thank you.
No. Thank you. So the Mega Mint, can you remind us again today time where we can go to mint, all that happy fun stuff?
Yes. Okay. So I have the Mint page that is on every post that I make on Twitter and all that. You'll be able to find the link to the page, and it's going to be today at 4 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be 50 ADA a mint. It's a random mint, and it's done through InMaker. Again, this is my very first time doing something like this. I've had it checked with the InMaker people. They've been amazing, so it should go smoothly. So, but if anything does go wrong, everything will be fine. Yeah, so today at 4 p.m. and you'll find the link on the attached pin tweet.
Let me put that in perspective for some folks. You're going to pay like $15 for some amazing 101 artists. So I would definitely look into it.
Yeah, for sure. My whole goal with this is to make it a super fun mint. You know, these things, these pieces, these people work on, they sell for a lot of money. So like some of them submitted stuff to me and then I was like, okay, are you sure it's 50 ADA? And they're like, you know, they understood what this was about. It's for fun. It's a good way to put ourselves out there. And yeah, so just I hope everybody has fun with the mint.
Yeah, and how you can help right now is by up top there's some tweets pinned. Go just click retweet. That's all. It doesn't take much to support, but you can definitely just go ahead and retweet that tweet. Anything else you want to get out to the crowd that we might not have covered?
I don't think so. I think that's it. I'm really excited to hear about Ken and the Characters Project. I've been so deep into the whole collective and getting it set up that I've been meaning to get to know this project. So I'm super excited to sit back and listen to him.
Well, I think we might have.
Also, Tammy, I'm sorry. I just want to remind you of going on what Ken said. Just put your handle somewhere in your bio, girl. Like, just make it easy for people to find a way to help you out.
Oh, okay. I did have that before, but I've changed it up, so I'm going to go check it. Thank you.
I think we have maybe one question for you. We are boomers before we let you off the hot seat.
Hey everyone, not a question, but like I just want to wish them all the best luck in the world. I've been hearing a lot these past weeks and months that running an art-based project is so hard, and we are not gonna make it because we don't have the hype. But I think this is a great opportunity to show those people that they are wrong, and art-based projects can make it, working hard and creating original content. And today we'll be there, we'll mint our artworks, and we'll be supporting you. And best wishes for you all, the collective, and all the best.
Oh, thank you so much. We are boomers. Also the artist of Ash and Trey, if I'm remembering right. I get a little confused sometimes. These amazing artists. You should check out We Are Boomers. They're super cool. I really want one of those rock and roll ones. I'm gonna get in on that.
I want the rock and roll ones too. I have my little old lady.
Now I'm jealous, and I gotta go see what this rock and roll one is, and I probably need one too now. Damn it.
Yeah, me too.
I hate you. I hate when these guys create FOMO for me. I'm going to blame it on you guys. So I want to thank you for taking time out of your day and coming up and talking about the collective, and wish you all the luck with the mint today. I'm definitely going to be looking into it for sure. $15 or some 101 art. Yeah, I think that's a deal.
I think it's 50.
Well, 50 ADA, right? So
$15
US
you're saying.
dollars.
You see, I don't got it. Yes. Oh my God, that's cheap. Oh my God.
You got to put it into perspective sometimes.
That's crazy.
Thanks everyone for listening to Cardano Over Coffee. We'd like to thank our guest TAMACAT for all the amazing things she's doing in the ecosystem. We'd like to see you all at Rare Evo on August 24th through the 26th. Tickets on sale now at rareevo.io. Use coupon code COC10 for 10% off.